Hello friends, my name is Caira and I post videos on tips, tricks, and organization in living in a studio apartment. Today's video is just a little bit different. Today is all about what it's like hosting friends over in a studio apartment. I'm having two of my best friends come over for dinner and we're going to cook and have a ladies' night in my studio, and I wanted to show you what it's like to try and figure out how you're gonna have 3 people in one studio. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I post videos 2 times a week on tips, tricks, and organization in living in a studio apartment, and I would love to be able to show you anything that I've learned myself. If you live in a studio and you want to know what it's like to be able to have friends over and to entertain in a studio, hit that like button. Any of your support really means so much to me. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions about this video, or if you have any tips on how you entertain friends in a studio apartment, or if you have any video requests that I can do for you, please let me know. So one of the things that I knew would be hard when I moved into a studio was how was I going to be able to have friends over? Because I didn't want to have 4 chairs just laying around my studio aimlessly, especially when it's just me most of the time. So I opted to buy 2 stackable stools, which I've shown you in my top 5 hacks for living in a studio apartment video. I decided to get this little decorative stool, and really I only got it because I think it's super cute and I just really like how it looks in my apartment. But it's the perfect thing so that way when I have friends come over for dinner, I now have 3 seats. So I have my 2 regular stools that I use all the time, and this little decorative one, and so the 3 of us can sit there and have dinner. By the time my friends got here, we were all super hungry, so we wanted to jump straight into cooking and get the ball rolling. But I'd never had 3 people cooking in my apartment at one time before, so it was definitely a challenge to see where we could all work and still have enough space. First issue we've run into is I do not have enough cutting boards. What are we making them? Ratatouille! We quickly realized the easiest way to make it all work was to have one person on each side of the counter and to have one person working at the table. We made ratatouille for dinner, so after stacking in all of the vegetables and making sure it looked Pinterest perfect, we stuck it in the oven and let it bake for about an hour. And let me tell you, that was one of the longest hours of my entire life. Bye bye. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight on what it's actually like to have friends over in a studio apartment and entertain. As you can see, there's definitely some challenges, but it's totally doable and we had a great time. I love my friends, they're super easygoing. They know that anything that I'm figuring out on my own, they're along for the ride. It is definitely a super fun night. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you guys next time.